Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Six Ashes. We're heading down to the shop right now because it is late summer. It's day 5 of summer, and harvest is in full swing. And we do actually have 2 fields that are ready to go and are ready to harvest. Unfortunately, as happens so much with us and seasons on here, we are not in a position where we can actually harvest them. And I'll show you by in here. So you can see we're halfway through harvest. We have oats planted, and we've got, where are we? In here as well. We should have, we've got horse grass planted, but that's not the other one that's up. Our canola is the other one that's up, which we're in the middle of as well. So, yeah, if we look in here, you can see over this way, our fields, 2 of them are ready to harvest, 10 and 11. So that's the oats in 10 and the canola in 11. So ideally, what we want to do is get ourselves in a position where we can harvest. We have rain at midday. So while we're good for drying, well, we're not great for drying at the moment. A little bit of rain, we might be able to get a late cut in today. But more likely is that we'll be able to cut tomorrow, next game day. So my plan is we're going to use our 6810 here, grab the combine and the header, and then come back and grab a trailer to go with it. And for the combine, we're going to go into here. Now, there is an issue I have with the mod on here, and I don't know why it's doing it. Hopefully, it's something that that will clear itself up. But if you have a look at this, no, it has. It's cleared itself up. So what I was going to say was my vehicles get muddy, but no, we're okay. We're good. I think it must have been a conflict between the mud mod and the used equipment mod. I've now taken the used equipment mod out because everything was being set to 120 hours when I tried it. And to be perfectly honest, we don't need it when we've got a combine here for 9,000. We're going to put a cab on it. We're going to leave the mincer, which is, yeah, the straw chopper on the back. Wheel setup, I want to put us on some tracks. No GPS because I don't think this combine is modern enough. But we are going to take it up to a 6200 turbo. That's 14,200 for a combine, which is absolutely amazing. There was no other combine I wanted to get in here. It only has a 3,900 litre capacity in it, though, as you can see. So we want to get a trailer that reflects that. Now, what we need to go with this is we need a header, and there's 2 headers that go with this. Unfortunately, having got the larger horsepower combine, we can get this one, the 216. It comes with the 213 and the 216. I want to get the 216 in here, so we're going to buy that as well. Now, the problem I have found so far is getting a header trailer to fit it. And I think what we're going to have to do is see if in the header trailer, see what we've got. Now, the TX32 header might fit it, but is completely uncustomizable. And costs 4,000. I think if we look over here, we've got this alternative. This is the ABC Bruins version of the New Holland header. And we can even put it in the Deutz-Fahr green, which is probably the closest we're going to get to putting it in the green of New Holland. The green of John Deere. We could put it as the New Holland one, but I'm going to go with the Deutz-Fahr for 1,800. So again, nice cheap header trailer. The header trailer then costs less than our header, which makes sense. So that is our setup. Now, the reason why I bought the 6810 down here is because this combine cannot tow a header trailer. We have no hook on the back of here, so the combine goes on its own, and we need to get it started up. And this is a cracking little combine for our setup on here. For our complete start from scratch, it is absolutely wonderful. It should mean that we could go in and grab any small harvests as well, or any small contract harvests that we want to do. I wouldn't go and do the one that we did last time on here, because we are in a position where that just wouldn't work. And actually, that Doisfar green is not too far off. It's a little bit lighter, but not so much lighter that it looks bad. But is this header picked up high enough that I can get it? If not, we will just sell the header trailer and see if we can buy pick up our karting trailer now instead. Yeah, look at that. That is not going to go on that trailer, is it? I don't think. No, that is not high enough. Maybe we attach it to the tractor. Maybe that might help. The other thing that might help, and sometimes lifts combines. No. So I think we're stuck with getting this header back on this, on the front of this combine. Not overly surprising, seeing as it doesn't come with a header trailer, and this combine seems to be from the era when you could drive a combine down the street or down the road because the header, without taking the header off, you know, in the days before they had detachable headers like that, so that that works. That is never going to go on there. Okay. So yeah, we'll get rid of that. Oh, actually, let's hook this up. And we'll go and sell this header trailer. And I think I'm going to have to carefully escort the combine back. Or I'm going to have to put this tractor on follow me and carefully get it back along the roads. But yeah, we don't need the header trailer. That does give us an opportunity, though, to pick up our karting trailer while we're here. And we want something that has at least 8,000 litres on it. I want to get 2 loads into the combine. So sell that. We might even get one that has 3. So let's pop over here, pop back into our shop, and head over and look at our trailers. Now we've got a couple of candidates for this. We've got obviously we've got our ransoms trailer that holds not quite as much as we want. We've got the cane trailer, which holds 11,500 litres. So that's a pretty good trailer for our choice. And would go fairly well on the back of our tractor. We got these FarmTech ones, but I want to try and use a British type trailer on here. So it's really looking like it's either the crane trailer at 1100, which would be good. We can get that in lots of different blues, which goes well with it. Design color has no effect. And rim color, I kind of want to get in the charcoal. I really like that. It's either that or the stainless steel, no, or the silver. Yeah, either of those works. The alternative is the Marston. Now this holds 14,500, so would hold. This is a little bit bigger than I want to go, I think, to be honest. I don't know. Old and new information. Yeah, I think as much as I love this, I think we're going to use this with a slightly bigger combine at some point. And therefore, we will grab the cane trailers in here now. I'm going to go with charcoal wheels. Design color makes no difference. I think because I don't think we get... Yeah, design color only does that middle section. So seeing as we're not doing any silage on here, and that's the other advantage actually, if we do start to do any silage on here with this, this will work really well. Wheel bland, Michelin's, Trelleborgs, what do we have? Or Notkins? Or lizards? I'm going to go with the Michelin's, but I think I'm going to go with those ones. The Sharp 460s. We're going for heavier land here because we've got the mud mod on. It's a little bit heavier. And design, add side lights. I think we'll have the side lights on it and registration. Now this has a ridiculous number of registrations on it. I want to get the UK one, which is a fair way down the list. France, Italy, Netherlands, Norway, United Kingdom. There we go. So nice United Kingdom one on the back. And we'll go with this cane trailer like so. So that's 15,000. That is as expensive as our combine, that trailer. Which is just crazy. But works well. So we'll have to pull the trailer forward. Nice blue trailer for our nice blue tractor. And holds, yeah. Holds nearly 3 full tanks off the combine. In fact, might hold 3 full tanks off the combine. Or within a couple of 100 litres of it, which is brilliant. Connects to the bottom, so works wonderfully. We'll pull this forward so our combine can actually get out. Yeah, that is a good setup for our harvest. And we'll get our combine moving. It's unfortunate, the midday rain is absolutely going to get in the way of us doing stuff. We can't even go in and do the get started on the canola because we're waiting for our crops to dry. There we go. If they do, we'll get the combine set up so that it's in a good position for this. Right, there we go. So that is following. I'm going to jump in and we're carefully. We don't even have any. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hazards on because we don't even have any beacons on this thing. And yeah, we will head out. Ooh, we'll wait till the road's clear both ways before we can head out. It would be a massive amount of traffic coming at this time, wouldn't there? Right, that looks clear. That's clear. Let's get out on this road. And get ourselves moving. Got our combine back to the farm, and yeah, we've still got crop that is too wet to work. So we're going to park this down towards our fields. I think we're able to get it to get it past the carrots. We should be all right with that. I'm hoping we're not going to go to another game day with those. But that should be okay in general. As we're looking at being here first, I think we're going to just park this here and put our combine ready to go in for the oats. So like that. Oh, and we will turn off our hazards. And yeah, I think we're in a position where I think we'll leave this cane trailer here as well. We're going to be using the 6810, I think, later today. But at the moment, we're not looking to do any carting with this. And this is going to be a cracking setup to do this. Our fields are not too big, and it should just basically work, I think, as far as we're concerned. And getting 3 loads into here will be absolutely perfect. We are down to 21,000 in our money. So we could do with possibly getting ourselves some extra cash in. And the best way, I think, for us to do that at the moment would be to see if we can do some spraying. Now, our biggest problem as far as that is concerned, though, is that I think we still have herbicide in the sprayer. I'm kind of thinking that I might just lose the herbicide we've got sitting in the sprayer and basically call it quits with that. The alternative actually is to take the solid fertilizer we've got and go and earn some money with that. So in this sprayer at the moment, yeah, we do have herbicide. So unless there's a weeding contract that we can empty this out on, let's have a look in here. If there's a weeding contract, that would be brilliant. But it looks like it's all fertilizing. So what we want to do, I think... Oh, wow. There's a massive harvesting contract in field 34. And a massive baling contract. I definitely don't want to take on one of those. But I think we can take on a fertilizing contract. If we have a look at the fields, field 43, how big is that one? And where is it? So 43 is over there. It's not a massive field, especially looking at compared to ours. I think we could possibly go and take this, go and earn ourselves 5,000, use up some of our fertilizer. And I think, as I said, we can either cut our losses with this sprayer, Or I might try and see what we can do insofar as getting it out. I might have a fiddle about. But as we've got a little bit of time, let's go earn ourselves a little bit of extra money. We've got 50% full in here. Let's refill this. Like so. And we will take that contract on field 43. So accept contract. And we'll go and earn ourselves a little bit of extra cash to try and just boosting things up and keep things going. So yeah, into our tractor, beacon on, and away we go. Here we go, at field 43, just here on our left. Oh wow. I did not expect that. I should have checked. This is one of the extra crops. This is miscanthus. It is how we. Wow, this tractor is going to disappear in this field. So yeah, we're gonna try and get this all done. Not going to destroy crop, I don't think. No. So let's just try and do the field as best we can, and see where it leaves us. I think I can go a little bit wider with this, but you can really see the render circle at the moment. It's not very far in front of my tractor. Hopefully, we'll be able to get all this done. And now this crop, this is one of the farming agency crops. I think this is harvested with a forage harvester, but with the wood chipper on it. I think it works with the same thing as the as doing the poplars. I think it works the same way as poplars, and it's just, yeah, and it's just an absolutely nuts crop. I did look at planting it on our farm. I thought it might be a good one to plant, but I looked at what it will take to do it, and yeah, we need a forage harvester to do it, I think. And we obviously, well, we can't. There is a forage harvester. There is a New Holland forage harvester that we might be able to do it with, and might be something to look at going forwards. But it's just a weird crop. So yeah, let's go through this. Let's get this fertilized. See how far our fertilizer goes, because we've got 80% left, and hopefully we won't need a refill, and cost us a lot of money to do it. So we've got some good news and some bad news at the moment. Good news is that we've almost finished this field. And we still have plenty of fertilizer to finish off with, which is great. The rain has started falling though, of course, so that is bad news. That is not going to be good. That is going to up the moisture content of our crops. And we'll go and have a look at those and see how much more moisture there is in there. I'm hoping this little corner bit is going to finish this. Otherwise, we've got another little bit corner bit over the other side that might do it. But we are almost there. We were like 85% last time I checked, and this is very close to being done. But there's a strip I've missed in the middle. There we go. That's finished this contract, and now we can see exactly how lost you get in this. That is just, where am I? If I didn't have the map on the field, I want to get to the edge. So we're going to head to the edge over here. This has got to clear in a minute. Where is the edge of this? There we go. We're coming out. There we are. Right, so we can get this back. But yeah, the rain is falling now. We are going to have an increase in the amount of moisture in our crops. So it's going to take a while to dry out. As we've seen, we've got a good day and a half of drying out, and this rain should not last too long. So when the rain stops, we will check the moisture content. In the meantime, I'm going to head back up to the farm, and we're going to go and see if we can, well, we'll go and complete this contract first, and then We will see if there's anything else that we can go and earn a little bit of extra money in. If we can earn an extra 10,000 today doing a couple of contracts, then we're going to be in a really good place. In fact, let's do this before we do that. So field 43 fertilizing, we'll collect that one. Absolutely perfect. We have one in field 64 as well. Or field 54. Now, we need something that's got a little bit less. I don't know how much we started with, actually. There we go. Field 33 would do it as well. I'm going to see if we've got enough fertilizer left to go and do field 64. Field 64 is where on our map? 61, 62, 65. 64 is up there. In comparison, it's about the same, but we can head up here and do it. So it's a fairly easy one for us. Let's accept that contract then. And rather than heading home that way, we'll head home this way. And doing the solid fertilizer in the rain. Not too bad. Although the one problem we do have is that that is an open thing. So the fertilizer is getting wet. But we'll get this field done, earn ourselves a little bit more cash, and hopefully by the time we're done, the rain should be clear. Here we go, round, and thankfully, this will be an easier field to do. Oh, wow. And welcome to the mud mod. Look at that, how much we are sinking in this. That is just crazy. It might slow us down a bit, hopefully not. But yeah, that is the effect the mud mod is having. We're down to our last 5% of fertilizer, and I think the difference that has been made with the mud has really slowed us down. I really don't know if we're going to make this. We're at 3% left. We're 88% done. I think it's going to be, well, close at best. I think we're going to run out of fertilizer. We're in our last 28 litres. We're 90% there. Yeah, this is not going to do it. 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. How far are we? 94%. Which means we've got to get off this field and go and get ourselves a little bit more fertilizer. So the idea really was to clear out what we had. We have failed abysmally at that. So I'm just going to pop up to the shop. We're going to have to buy a little bit more fertilizer to finish this off. Thankfully, this being the kind of contract it is, the amount that we're getting paid for it covers it. But, yeah, we still got to spend another 2,000 getting more fertilizer. So back to the shop again. And we'll just pull in here and we're just going to grab a small bit of fertilizer. So the cheapest way for us to do it is to buy a pallet full of it. It is here. And, yeah, 2,500 for 2,400 litres. So it's about half our contract money we're going to spend on this. We can't get it any cheaper. If I go out here and have a look at these big bags. Oh, yes, we can. 100 litres for 90. I think let's put 200 litres in. We've got very, very little to finish off. Let's buy a couple of these. I've not bought single bags before. And this could be an absolute lifesaver. Right. Let's head back. We've got 2 bags over here. I don't know if we need to pick these up. Can we pick these up and pour them in? That would be awesome. We actually bought this. It does. You pick them up and you pour them in. That is just brilliant. There we go. 200 litres. Bang in there. That is awesome. That is absolutely amazing. I think we want to be looking at those in future for this kind of thing, because that is just nuts. £180, couple of hundred litres of fertiliser into our spreader, and that's going to be enough to finish this contract off. For a short shower, this rain is really sticking around. It's now 20 to 3 in the afternoon, and it hasn't left yet. We should be able... Whoa! We should be able to get this field finished. So, turn it on. Get spreading. Oh, I'm just going straight down the middle there. What I want to do is head over to the side. See if we can get it so that we get as much coverage on the bottom part of this field as we can for our 200 litres. There we go. Finished contract. Let's get out of the field. Stop putting giant muddy tracks into it. And collect our amount. That has worked brilliantly. Collect. Cost us £180 that cost us to buy 2 bags. Filled it up. We still left. We could have done that with 1 bag, to be honest, but I was erring on the side of caution, and that's brilliant. So I can get this back down to our farm, and we'll go and see just how horrible the moisture setup for this is, because yeah, with all this rain, it's gonna really affect when we can harvest. Just got 20 past 3, and finally the rain has stopped falling. It stopped falling about 20 minutes ago. We're gonna have some very, very wet crop on here. I think it was. I have a feeling it was something like 30% moisture when I first started earlier. So we'll head down here and through here, and we'll have a look and see what the moisture is now in our oats. As I said, it should be a good drying evening, but it's going to have to be a good drying evening to get this down. We have 33% moisture. Okay, so it's not too bad. Not bad at all. Hopefully, this will dry enough then for us to be able to harvest next day. And we've got to... So this field here... The reason why we want to get the oats out first is because we've got this nice long run. We want to be able to harvest and bale this field, and get it all collected. And then our other field, we want to be able to just harvest. So yeah, that's why we're looking at that and looking at doing the oats first. If we were trying to get the canola out or harvest before that rain came, then we'd have taken the canola first. And that would have made more sense to do that. But it's, yeah, it actually makes more sense now to do it the other way around. We've got a few days of nice dry weather, and that should run fairly well. And speaking of which, seeing as it's coming up to 4 o'clock and we have time left, what we'll do is we're going to drop this off, hook our mower on, and cut this field of grass here, cut this pasture. We've got a few days good drying. We'll be able to ted it if we need to, because it is fairly wet. Let's get that dropped off. And yeah, if we can get this cut now, then we'll get another cut in late autumn, and then we can just throw the baler across both these fields and get it all done. So let's hook this up to the back, like so, and we don't need to fold it up because we're not going anywhere. Turn it on, bring ourselves in from this corner, drop down, and away we go. And yeah, you can see we've got some pretty wet grass, but we'll throw the tedder over this. And hopefully we'll get some hay out of it eventually. Once you get into the 4th row like this, you tend to get, well, you get to this point where the field starts dividing into 3 parts. So you've got this top part here, which we're now going to go and get cut separately, as we have basically 3 part, well, as we have a nice row to it. In fact, no, looking at that, we've got still got a thin sliver down to the bottom part. it would be better for us to sort of work on that bottom part now and then leave this top part until we come back. So let's do that, and you can see, yeah, get rid of that thin slither there. We then have that top part of the field and then this bottom part, and this part similarly starts to narrow here, and you end up with this small bottom section that needs dealing with as well. So we just come in, and this pointy bit is the most annoying bit because you have to come out, turn around, and come back. The other thing we need to do as we come towards the end of the field is we need to go and cut the very outer bit. So the bit we drove on initially to cut the first headland, or the first round, because we're not really doing headlands and ups and downs here. We're doing, you know, we're going through and we're cutting the whole thing in big circles. But yeah, we need to go round and try and stick as close to the edge as we can. Make sure that we get all the grass that we're able to around here. And yeah, now we're into lots of pointy bits. I'll lift up and go down again. And you can see the field has now got to the point where it's turned into, or been divided into 3 triangles, even if this last little one down here is not very big. Now space to turn around all the time. And then the field starts to just sort of clean up and finish off fairly quickly after this point. You finish off these bits down here, and then you got that bigger bit up the top, and it just clears up. So getting this triangle is always fun. I tend to, when I get to this point, I tend to not swing round. I tend to take 2 sides at a time. So take this side and this side. Yeah, and we just go round, and then we just keep diminishing it down like that, and leave the longest side as it goes down. And it just means that you end up with a quicker way of doing this final bit than spinning around and doing it. There we go. And then you can take the last couple of bits like this, out and round. Then we just need to finish off this last bit of the field up the top end here. And then this is all cut. Last couple of slithers now on this. And you can see that that should clear it up fairly quickly. Turned a bit sharpish. And this little mower is great for a field of this size, and it should do our horse grass fairly well as well. Once we get, if we get larger grass fields, then we'll need to up our stuff. But at that point, I think we'll be upping our tractor as well. And yeah, I do have some thoughts on that, which I will share with you next time, I think, as to where we might go with our next tractor and what might happen with the 5000 series. Because the 5000 is not quite as useful as it once was, and has a few hours on it now. So I think we probably need something to help out here, and then maybe look at something a bit bigger as well. For now, though, let's put this down, disconnect it, and I think that is a good place for us to end for today. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.